Namaskar. Good afternoon, everybody. I hope you are keeping well and safe and sound despite these difficult times. But things are going to get better and better. So I'm very confident that the next future will be full of good opportunities for all of us. The primary objective of this open house is to showcase the Rajoo Bausano extrusion machines working in our factory at Rajkot. I am confident that your time will be worth it to witness such leading-edge technology coming from the Rajoo Bausano stable. I would also like to compliment our colleagues of Rajoo Bausano for putting together such an innovative event. Let me introduce my dear friend Sandeep Buva, our general manager since the foundation of the company. Sandeep, over to you.
Thanks, Clemente. It's my pleasure. Good afternoon, industry friends. It is a pleasure to welcome guests today for this live event from across the globe. It is indeed an overwhelming response. We have lots of participants now and still joining. This is a real motivator for all of us. Let me give brief about Rajoo Bausano. Rajoo Bausano is a joint venture company between two industry reputed leaders, Raju Engineers Limited from India and Bausano and Figli from Italy. We are serving the industry with a wide product portfolio consisting of pipe plants for UPVC, CPVC, HDP, granulation line for soft PVC, rigid PVC, thermoplastic rubber, polyolefins, ABS, PC, WPC project for board and profile, UPVC profile lines, medical bags and tube lines. Rajoo Bausano is committed to bringing world-class technology to the doorstep of Indian industry, especially when it concerns product quality versus production cost. Today, we will be showcasing two of our most trending products, one for CPVC, pipe extrusion with double exit downstreams, and another is the CPVC and UPVC granulation line. We welcome you once again and are grateful for your time. Let me introduce Vishal Panchal, Sales Manager, Rajoo Bausano, based at Ahmedabad, and Milan Radaria, Assistant Sales Manager, based at Rajkot. They will take you through the factory tour. Over to Vishal and Milan. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir, for the introduction. Hello and good afternoon, everyone. Once again, I would like to welcome you all here on this platform. This is a great opportunity for me to welcome you all and take you all to the tour, virtual tour to our soft floor at Rajkot. As rightly mentioned earlier, that demand of an hour is a high-speed production line with the most reliability. So keeping this on mind, we are here today with two very interesting product lines from our portfolio. One is for high output CPVC line and another one is high output granulation line. So we'll go through both the lines one by one. And first, we are going to see our high output CPVC line. So the model what we are going to witness today is a FlowX RBMD 6630 63 double exit. This is the dual exit production line, and material we are producing is a CPVC, and the pipe diameter is a 1 inch. When we run CPVC, the machine output will be 330 kgs per hour, and since it is a versatile machine, on the same machine we can run UPVC material as well, and at the time of UPVC the machine output will be 475 kgs per hour. This is a parallel screw technology. Screw diameter is a 75 mm and the L/D ratio is 30:1. We are using our patented and very unique gearbox technology called multi-drive on all our twin screw extruders. So in this scenario also, we are having a two motor mounted on the gearbox, 18.5 kilowatt each. So in a total, there is only 37 kilowatt of load on the gearbox. Power consumption we are observing on this line is as low as 0.17 unit per kg. For pipe plant, for the pipe production line, the maximum output we can offer is 2200 kgs per hour. And the diameter range can be 15 mm to 1000 mm. So with this, let's move on to our shop floor and we can have a look on running line. Thank you, Milan. We can see here the running machine. As I mentioned, the machine model is FlowX RBMD 7530 63 double exit. This is the dual exit line since we are running a smaller diameter of pipe. Material we are processing is a CPVC and the diameter on die head is 1 inch. We'll go through the features of this machine one by one, and at the very first, we can see here a multi-drive gearbox technology. This is very unique and patented gearbox technology we are offering. We call it multi-drive because the gearbox is being run by more than one motor. In case of output up to 500 kgs per hour, there will be two motors directly coupled with the gearbox, and for the output above 500, there will be four motors directly coupled on the gearbox. This technology is being appreciated widely by the industry, and there are several factors, there are several reasons why this technology is being appreciated, and we can understand those reasons by a short video clip on the screen. Here we have a simple mechanism of a multi-drive gearbox. We can see here this is the four motor concept, four motors directly coupled on the gearbox, and whatever torque being generated on screw or on the gearbox is equally distributed among all the four motors. Also, the torsion stress is completely eliminated because of its simple mechanism. Therefore, the first advantage we can observe here is we can achieve a high output with very less amount of kilowatt installed or a small capacity of the motor installed, and we can save on the power as good as up to 40%. The another advantage of this technology we can observe is since the torsion stress is completely eliminated, the torque is subdivided between both the screws, we can always observe a very high service life of critical components like screw, barrel, and gearbox. So these are our gearbox technology called multi-drive, and with this we can move on to more features on the machine. Here we can see a stainless steel hopper. It is made of stainless steel for the durability of the component, and since we are using a dry blend, it is good for a free flow of the material. Then we are using a horizontal feeding system. It can be horizontal or a vertical feeding system according to the material we are using. Here we can see a horizontal feeding system, and the melt of the material is being supported by a screw thermobundle unit. The media we are using is a silicone oil. Silicone oil will be circulated throughout the screw tip, and because of this technology, it will allow us to use wide range of formula in order to achieve a best quality of the product as well as some saving on the raw material as well. You can see here the barrel heaters and the covers. These covers are also aerodynamically designed in order to keep the energy consumption at the lower side. For now, we are using a ceramic band type of heaters. Beside of that, we can also offer induction heating system as well, which is nowadays a smart system to save energy on the heating. Further, we can move on to the control panel of the machine. We can see here the control panel, which is contains of microprocessor controls and the multifunctional touchscreen panel. Here we can have all the controls of drive and heaters. Along with that, we can have several extra features which are very unique also. Like we can see a melt pressure, we can see a ampere, and the uniqueness what I was talking about is the back pressure. We can also see here the back pressure. On screen, we can also have a temperature profile. We can also have the history report of the temperature profile. This is the process graph, where we can have various factors, various parameters available in the graph form. This is our maintenance chart. On this, the machine can work smartly and can remind us about the various parameters like a time to change the filters or the time to change the oil or the lubricants and many more. Like we can have various of the long list of the maintenance chart. We can also have a complete digital manual of this machine, and we can keep all the things handy as and when required. This is the electrical circuit diagram of the entire machine, so that one can access it quickly whenever it requires. So as I said, it is a multifunctional touchscreen panel. Next to this, we have a very important component of this entire machine, which is a die head. This die head is specially designed for a high output CPVC production, and we can achieve the flow profile of this die head. It designed in a way so that we can achieve a good output with a very small diameter of the pipe also. Next to that, we can see here a dual exit vacuum tanks. These are made of stainless steel, two independent vacuum tanks mounted on the single base frame. The design of these vacuum tanks provide us ample room inside so that operators can handle the pipes during the production, during the startups. Also, the spray nozzles arrangements are very effective so that we can have effective cooling during the production. Next, we have in line a servo controlled haul-off. Again, these are two independent haul-off mounted on the single base frame. These are the sturdy haul-off and driven by a servo motor so that it can work precisely on higher line speed also. Next, we have a servo control cutter. This cutter is specially designed for a high line speed, and on the high line speed also we can achieve a precise and very smooth cut of pipe. This cutter is controlled by a servo motor, and all the arrangements are with servo and the timing belt pulley. Next to that, we have two independent tilting unit. So this is the entire line. And Milan, when we were going through the haul-off, I could see that, and I could figure out that looking at the line speed of the haul-off, the output was really good. If you can show us some parameters. So that's great. We can see here the line speed running 7-point-something meters on each side. And we can also see the output, which is running more than 300 kgs per hour. So this is something very amazing about this line, that with the CPVC, with the 1-inch diameter of pipe, the running output is 303, 304 kgs per hour. Milan, we can also see the power consumption. If you can take us to the control panel on the main screen. On the main screen, we can always have various parameters like output, like a power consumption. And the data we can see here is 0.152. On an average, we can see that 0.15 unit per kg. This is something very, very low power consumption at the output of 305 kgs per hour.
Vishal, this is online power consumptions. Okay,
Correct.
so whenever heater start, it also jump. Then whenever heater off, it will again go down. So in the left hand side, if you see, there are total unit. So after running off 4 or 5 hours of the machine, you can exactly see the total units, which will be very, very low.
Correct. On an average, I think the 0.16, 0.17 can be the power consumption on this line. Great. Thank you very much, Milan. Meantime, can we have a poll here?
Milan, hello.
Yes, sir.
You can just put up the video on the Wolof and Qatar again.
Sure.
I can see some of the questions. I think it will be better. We will take it in the end of the session. So we will note down all the questions and see, the best thing is that this is a servo cutter and the trolley movement is by servo. So the precision is very, very on the higher side. Cutting length, you can see the timing belt, which is given by servo motors. So whenever there will be a high line speed, it is always better to have a servo control things. Thank you, Milan. Milan, can you show some of the samples?
There we can see the surface quality, which looks very smooth. Outer surface and inner surface. I can see some cut pipes also there. The surface quality is very, very uniform and very smooth, very shiny as well. So this is the ultimate result of this line at the high line speed, high output. So can we go to the polls now?
Yes, please.
So these for our viewers, they can participate in this poll, and these about the kind of machine they are intended to buy or they are looking forward.
I would like to buy all of them, Vishal, if it's possible.
Yes, of course, sir.
All yours.
So
All yours.
I would like to buy 4 for a special price.
And fortunately, we have all the line on the shop floor.
Exactly.
All yours.
Yeah, can we have another 5 seconds and we will close the poll? Yes, Vishal. Can we close the poll now?
Yes, we can. Great. So it's time to move on to our another product. which is again very interesting product. And it is a series Granulex. Granulex is a series of our product for the granulation of various kind of material like PVC, CPVC, soft PVC, ABS, TPR, and many more. But today what we are going to see is a machine specially designed for injection molding application, I mean pipe fitting grade. And we are running machine with the CPVC material again. The machine model is Granulex RBMD 9225. As I mentioned, this machine is designed for UPVC and CPVC material. The maximum output we can get 600 kgs per hour in case of UPVC. And when we run CPVC, the maximum output can be 400 kgs per hour. Our all twin screw extruders are parallel screw design only. And with this, we have 92 mm parallel screw. And the L/D ratio is 25:1. On the main motor, we have 4 motors mounted, 15 kilowatt each. So this output we can achieve with just 60 kilowatt of main motors. Power consumption on this particular line we can observe is around 0.08 unit per kg. The maximum output line for the granulation we can offer is 3500 kgs per hour. And power consumption can be observed with the high output line is as low as 0.05 unit per kg. With this, we can move on to the running line. We can have a glimpse. We can see this granulation line. It is in running, and the model is RBMD 9225. This machine is specially designed for fitting grade application for both material UPVC and CPVC. As we can see here, our all twin screw extruders are equipped with patented gearbox technology multi-drive. We can see here, this is the 4 motor concept, since it is the output more than 500 kgs per hour. With this kind of technology, you can always save a good amount of power, and also it can enhance the service life of critical components like screw barrel and gearbox. We can see a stainless steel hopper for the durability and the free flow of the material. We can see the horizontal feeding here. In the granulation, many times according to the requirement of or the kind of material we are processing, we may require a gravimetric feeding system or a volumetric feeding system, and we can offer as per the requirement. In this machine also, the melt process is supported by a screw thermocontrol unit, and the media is silicone oil. This is the complete control panel of the line. And as we mentioned, all the controls can be available on the screen. Again, a multifunctional screen. And the important part of machine is die head and the die face cutter. This die head is made of a special alloy steel, and it's designed with a coat hanger type of mounting so that quick cleaning and restart of machine is ensured as and when required. And then we have a die face cutting unit. This die face cutting unit is very precise, and it ensures the even size of particles with no stickiness.
Stickiness is because of the technical glitch. We can see.
So,
CPVC is now processing, no?
Yes. On the machine, we are processing CPVC material. And like after die face cutting unit, the granules are conveyed to the cooling unit hopper. Through this pipe can be also water jacketed according to the type of material we are processing or according to the production capacity of the machine. And we can see a stainless steel made hopper of the cooling unit. Let me also tell you that this pipe is a telescopic type of design, so that quick maintenance or a quick ease of operation can be ensured. Yes, we can see here the stainless steel hopper for the cooling unit, and it can be also water jacketed, so that we can provide extra cooling to the granules. Also, one set of blowers installed at the bottom of the cooling unit, which will blow the air upside to provide extra cooling to the granules. And I would like to inform you here that in this entire process, the granules will remain absolutely contactless to the water, so there will be no chance to absorb moistures in the granules. And at the end, we can see here the granules with no stickiness and even size. And these granules will definitely improve the productivity of the injection molding you may have in your setup, and also enhance the mechanical properties of the fittings. So there we gone through the line. We have seen two state-of-the-art products by Rajoo Bausano. The first line we have gone through is the CPVC pipeline with the high productivity, and the another line we have gone through is CPVC granulation line. Can we have a quick poll again? Yes. So these for our guests, for our viewers, you can participate, and these for the kind of optimum output or the production capacity for machine you may look for. We can wait for 5-7 seconds more.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you very much. Yeah, thank you very much, sir. And over to you, Sandeep bhai.
So now you can see all the lines which are lying under, all the lines are under trial at our factory. You can see very first line on your left hand side, that is CPVC pipe plant. That is pipe OD is up to 4 inch and going to our reputed customers. The another line is again what we witness now. The third line is again the CPVC double exit line. Fourth line is again CPVC double exit line, and with the output level of 220 kilogram maximum output. The another line is HDP line for 500 kilogram per hour. It is a special line with wire insertion unit. Since in the new the BIS level, they have included some wire insertion in that one. So that is the line. Then the white, you can see the downstream, that is HDP line up to output level of 250 kilo. The granulation line, which we